I am not sure if this is a common Bengals W whatsoever. What's up, you guys? It's Sean Ross Sapp of Common Bengals W, your very inconsistent and uneducated Cincinnati Bengals podcast, YouTube show. It's a YouTube show. I don't even upload the audio anymore. I should probably start doing that. But we will be on podcast platforms everywhere soon enough. Emergency show, because I planned on doing many more shows throughout this summer. I didn't end up having the ability to do that for reasons well beyond my control. Today, an emergency happened. Today, something huge happened. Today, something monumental happened. We're going to chat with you guys about it. Leave a comment in the comment section. As Israel says, has he lost the aura? Well, this ain't about me, friends. This sure as hell ain't about me. It's about the Cincinnati Bengals' evidently fearless leader, Joe Burrow. Man showed up to training camp looking like this. Looking like he's about to finish his story. Look at that. Wow. Looking like Dr. Dre is about to produce his next single. Unreal. Unreal. Looking like he's about to be a supporting actor in Me, Myself, and Irene. Joe Burrow. Bleach blonde hair. Buzzed. Man had beautiful hair prior. What are we doing here? I need your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions in the comment section right now. Look at that. I didn't know if that was Cody, Homelander, or Eminem in 2005. We've got Jeremy Lambert here. I do not have earbuds whatsoever, so he ain't going to be joining this show. That's for damn sure. This is a single show, Jeremy. You can talk. I ain't going to hear you, but you can talk. You can say what you want. You can just give me a hand signal or something whenever it is that you've figured out what it is you're going to say. Go ahead. Give Jeremy, without me being able to hear you whatsoever, please tell the audience what you make of this, and I'm just going to respond completely blindly.
I give Joe Burrow's new haircut a thumbs up. Sean is gone. I don't know if you can see that. I'm giving Joe Burrow's haircut a thumbs up. I respect him for going with this move. Let's give Joe Burrow some pyro. Joe Burrow gets, there we go. 2 thumbs up and some pyro for Joe Burrow's haircut.
This is obscene. You're doing the thumbs up gimmick. That happened to me in a very serious meeting the other day as well. You hate to see it. I'm trying to connect my, I got him. Jeremy.
Hello.
I do have you right now. There's one of 2 ways this can go. 17-0 or 0-17. There is no in between. The Bengals are either going to lose every single game this season or they're going to win every single game this season. I want to know what you think is going to happen. Now, keep in mind, you were present with me for one of the all-time ass kickings, one-man ass kickings in football history.
Does he diet back or change it in any way if they go on like a 2-game losing streak? Does he have to go, to the black hair? When Cody returned to pop himself, he had the black hair because he was Superman and no one understood the reference. Or when Eminem, when he wanted to be Marshall Mathers, he goes to the black hair. So if they go on like a 2-game losing streak, is he just like, nope, blonde is gone?
Here's the thing. Like, it's not an established hairstyle for him without the bleach, right? Like, he can't just be like, okay, I'm going from 4.5 to 2.3 and be like, I'm back. You know what I mean? Like, he can't just all of a sudden have a need for a headband or anything like that. Guys out there looking like what Jim Hurd wanted Ric Flair to look like. All he's, you know what I was going to say? All he's missing is the earring, the diamond. He probably got it. My dude probably has it. I
have a serious question. Are you worried about the Bengals with this? This seems like the move of someone who is kind of in a crisis. right now. You don't just dye your hair blonde and go with the Slim Shady look if you're confident
Hope
about
everything's
things.
all right at home. That's what I'll say first. That's usually a first step in, something monumental happening in your personal life, and we won't speculate on that. Brandon Murphy says the Cincinnati Nightmare. Yeah, let me tell you, I do kind of hope that he shows up at media day and says, "Who told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?" But I don't know. And you want to know something funny? I was at GCW, believe me. By the way, guys, donate to the Dementia Society of America, where I wrestled for that to benefit. And I was talking to Lord Crew, a friend of mine who is an indie wrestler, and he goes, "You see that thing that looked like it was a picture of Joe Burrow or a video of Joe Burrow?" And I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" And he actually pulled up the video, and it was somebody working out that knew Joe Burrow. And in the background, you see a guy with a buzzed head. He's like, "Yeah, it kind of looks like him." And I was ready to be like, "Nah, man, you're high as a kite," even though I'm sure he does not do illegal drugs. But the build was just like Joe Burrow's, enough for me to go, "Yeah, maybe that's him. Maybe that's him."
I mean,
Well,
Cody finished his story this year.
yeah.
Eminem dropped a classic just a week ago. So the hairstyle is winning in 2024. It feels like he's trying to ride some of that momentum. I'm a fan of it. I respect it. I hope it works out for him. You don't
I
seem
mean,
sold on this. Oh, I'm concerned. I'm concerned for you as a friend.
here's the thing. And I'm not big into being a football pundit, so to speak. This guy has never had a full training camp in his career. He had the COVID year, he had the ACL tear, he had an appendix rupture and spent several days in a hospital. Last year, he had the calf strain. The first year he's going to have a full training camp, and this distraction is brought on. I at least hope the HBO cameras are there early. I hope the HBO cameras are there early. And if they're not, I guarantee you WBD right now is like, hold on matching the NBA deal. Hold on finishing this AEW deal. Who cares who's president? Get me a camera crew to Paycor Stadium immediately. Now, here's where I worked myself into a shoot. I am a Cincinnati Bengals season ticket holder, club section this year. Spent good money on it. I'm not going to the practice Thursday. Instead, I scheduled a Deadpool and Wolverine viewing in IMAX. I never thought I would regret that decision, Jeremy. I am somewhat regretting this decision.
Wow, you're going
I'd
to
like
Deadpool
to be there
and
for this.
you're going to Deadpool and Wolverine over, I'm sure, a Tony Khan media call on Thursday as well.
Israel said the whole team is getting buzz cuts. Well, listen, here in Kentucky, when you see an entire group of people with buzz cuts, they're usually not the type of people you want to hang around or root for. Not implying that there's anything there. Jamar Chase got new hair too, buzz cut too. Are you kidding me? Did he?
Everybody's going buzz cuts.
Is this a shoot?
This is a team building exercise, is what this is.
Is this real?
I think this is a good sign.
Oh my God. He did. He did. And he's wearing a Von Dutch shirt like he's Ashton Kutcher in 2005.
It's all back. Ashton Kutcher,
what are we doing here?
He doesn't seem like the best, but now you've got...
Jeremy, you have more of an ability to add images. Please go to the Bengals Twitter account and add this to our back end. Man, he's also got it looks like a milkshake on day one of training camp. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
0-17. I'm not feeling good about it now.
The haircut vibes is ruining the team for you.
Looking like me when I ran into the Nightmare Collective. What are we doing here? Actually, I ended up looking like Bailey.
You ended that group too. That didn't go well.
Thankfully.
Yeah. Not thankfully. What are you talking
about? Thankfully.
It's the greatest group of all time.
I mean,
all right, here's Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Von Dutch.
What kind of milkshake is that? Strawberry, you think?
Yeah, it looks like strawberry.
Yeah.
Looks like strawberry. That's also very important to specify.
Do you think they're doing like an Eminem Dr. Dre bit here? Is this what we're going for?
No. I mean,
No?
that'd be kind of funny if they did.
Or,
But
or
who's like who else would get involved in it?
you know the Bengals roster better than I do. Who's the
Yeah, but I
running
mean,
back?
like, well, now it's Zach Moss, but I don't think they quite have that rapport yet to be doing, bits from 20 years ago when these guys were kids. Gosh, more than that, 23, 24 years ago.
Oh, I hope this is not a Sean freeze.
What? A Sean freeze?
Okay, there we go.
I ain't freezing.
I
I
didn't
ain't
think
freezing up.
T
I mean, I
Higgins.
probably will.
Okay,
My internet sucks.
there we go. T Higgins. He can be 50 Cent.
T. Higgins is not going to buzz his hair, I don't think, because he is playing on the franchise tag.
Israel is T Higgins got one too.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
This is a thing. They're all going buzz cuts.
They're going to be listen. This is going to mean great things. Great things for my viewing experience. Nobody with big hair in front of me. Okay. Do you think there are going to be a lot of women that buzz their head and bleach it blonde for this?
Yes.
While Joe Burrow's out here looking like Amber Rose 10 years ago.
Yeah. I think this is going to be the trend in all the Cincinnati games. Are you going to do it? Are you going to stand with the Bengals and go full buzz cut?
No, I am not going to be out there looking like the dancer from the Pharrell Rihanna Lemon video. No, I will not be. I'm sorry. I will not be doing that.
No.
I'm afraid not, but
not doing it for your team.
No, absolutely not.
Not doing it for your team.
It's not going to be a thing that I do. I don't know what to make of this. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Juan Ortiz says,
I got to say, you seem a little caught off guard and distraught.
It's an X factor that now they're going to, first off, Madden's already going to be outdated. Like, good job. Good job, Joe. You guys went and you screwed up Madden 25 for us already. Cody James says, "Want the real Joe Burrow, please stand up." Well, hopefully he's standing up by week 2. We don't have to have Jake Browning to the rescue, giving us a sliver of hope for the postseason. My ass going to games in the rain against Pittsburgh a day after CM Punk returns. That was a great weekend for me. I just don't know what to make of it. Do we have a T. Higgins photo yet, Jeremy?
I've not seen it. It's not on the Bengals.
You're the producer of Common Bengals W now. You did this to yourself.
Thanks. Fair. I've not seen it. Let me see if I can find something not on the Bengals Twitter.
I'm just going to type in T. Higgins hair into Twitter. My God. I'm flabbergasted. I'm surprised. Where do we have confirmation, Israel, that T. Higgins did this as well? That would surprise me. I see a lot of people saying it, claiming it.
You can't doubt Israel.
I just got to see some documentation. I got to see some evidence here. Now, listen, this isn't quite like our Fightful shows where we base everything in evidence. I don't like to do a lot of research here. It's not fun for me.
It's a hobby. It's a hobby for you.
It's a hobby. I had one time I had somebody say, "Hey, I see that you're doing a Bengals show. You want to see about maybe getting into the press box?" And I'm like, "No, that's what I do during my job. Absolutely not. It would save me a lot of money, but then I couldn't go with anybody either. I mean, I'd be up there hanging out with Riccacino and us being quiet as church mice up there. He tells me it's colder in the press box. They keep that AC pumping."
No confirmation on T. Higgins' haircut.
Yeah, we're still working to verify this claim.
Yeah.
Listen, I gotta say, Lord Crew was ahead of the curve. Ahead of the curve on this one. He knew that something was coming out. Man.
Oh, I wish your Bengals luck. My team's gonna be awful, so I got no one to really cheer
The
for.
Panthers?
So yeah,
I watched a YouTube video.
sorry.
So I watched okay, I don't want to name the guy because I'm not trying to crap on him, but I saw a thing where someone went and visited all the stadiums and somebody was like, oh, you got to watch the Bengals one. I'm like, well, the series by then had quickly turned into I'm doing this thing that got a lot of attention and they're rolling out the red carpet for me. Here's all the cool stuff they did for me, not here's the stadium and what it's about. And I was like, okay. Not to diminish that person. It's just I went in with different expectations. So, but it was for a wonderful cause. So that's what's important. But that had me thinking, man, the Bengals got to have one of the worst stadiums in the league. It's a concrete slab. It's just, it's so uninspired. I know they're adding like $200 million worth of changes, but then I watched a video of like the 5 worst stadiums, and I'm like, oh no, we're really not in the top 5. Like, there are some real concrete hunks of shit out there, man. Like, there's some bad ones. The Panthers are
The
one
Panthers
of them that have
Stadium.
terrible.
Yeah, it's bad. It hasn't been updated in forever. I know they're trying to get like a $500 million upgrade to that thing that, of course, they want the city to pay for. So if they do get it upgraded in their 20-year plan, it'll be a lot better, but it's awful.
Somebody said Bengals graphics tweeted the confirmation. The only thing I see from Bengals graphics is a suspended account. So I'm gonna need Jeremy to actually do some work here. Oh my God!
How did you find it?
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Let me see if I can pull this up.
It's from like last night. It's from last night.
Okay.
Man, I don't know what to make of this.
Oh, I see. I see everybody. I see a bunch of different people have it.
The Commanders also have a terrible stadium. But I'll tell you what really put it in perspective for me. One, suffering through that Steelers game last year in the rain was so miserable. But I went to Ford Field was it SummerSlam last year? I think it was SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is what a football stadium is supposed to be like. Like indoors, it was nice. It wasn't just dry, nasty concrete everywhere. Man.
Everybody's going buzz cut, Sean. I feel like you got to do this.
Yeah, our new quarterback, Shotzi Blackheart, going to lead us to.
What will the Bengals have to go for you to get the buzz cut? If they win the Super Bowl, will you go buzz cut?
If they win the Super Bowl, I would consider doing it. But I would work some sort of charitable gimmick in there. Of course. I would consider it. Yeah, but I don't. I used to rock a buzz cut when I was younger, and I didn't like it. It was just easier.
All right. Well, we've got Sean on record saying he would consider the buzz cut if the Bengals win the Super Bowl. I feel like we can raise some money here and make this happen.
Yeah, that's if they win the Super Bowl. So listen, if we raise enough money, maybe there are some NFL teams that would just throw the games and make it easier for me. I would be in favor of that as well. Like, I don't care how the Bengals win it. People are like, oh, wouldn't you be sad if all the calls went your way and you won the Super Bowl? Hell no. Slip on a banana peel for all I care. Why do I give a shit? Man, I cheated when I wrestled my own teammates. Are you kidding me? I would find a hole in the wall in our gym and rub drywall in their face. Like, I don't care. Cheat to win.
It's very dumb. A win is a win. And look, a banner is a banner.
PEDs?
Who cares?
Go for it. Just don't get caught. I don't give a damn. I got Noel V. Marte on my favorite team. Well, guys, I got 20 minutes out of this, which is longer than what I had anticipated. Thanks for Jeremy for stopping by, because otherwise this one wasn't going to go the distance. I will be back with a couple of streams, obviously some preseason stuff. I'm going to do basically a record prediction where I predict each game. And then what I'm going to do, I wanted to plan one where I look back at last season and I decide what the record would have been had Joe Burrow actually sat out at the start of the season. And I'll play through a couple different scenarios, including if Jake Browning had played all 4 games that Joe Burrow was hurt, and if Joe Burrow would have sat out the first 2 and just probably healed up. Jeremy, do you have anything to plug?
No.
Until next time, guys, we're out.